in this app. My chats in this app. Projects in that app. Oh, wow. You really working your app?
Maybe intense again. Okay, I took my shower already. Obviously it's pretty early, but I don't know. When you come from the moon, because Thailand is so sticky in a sense of humidity. Hello, good morning. How are you? Are you doing good? It is now about 3:06 in Thailand. Morning from England. What's the time in England right now? I'm South African. Can you hear me properly? Just let me know if my audio is okay. Just hit me up with my audio so I can fix that. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Good to see you too. Is my audio okay? If you think about can you hear me nicely? Or is it is there like a lagging or like a crackling sound in the back? So let me know how my audio is doing. You can hear me. Okay, you can hear me clearly. Okay, perfect. That's good to know. So we're doing a little right. I always light up when you in the chat. It's always good to have you back. So we're doing a little facial. Before I might go for a little quick little nap. Look, everybody, good girl. It's good girl. It's good girl. Okay. So what we're going to do. I wish I had Adrian from Poland. Adrian from Poland. We have Russ. Russ, you're from the US, right? Is that right? And then we have Sally from the UK. All right, so we're doing a little facial. So I went out to a little facial place that sells Korean skincare products. If you know, you know. We always trust the Koreans around here when it comes to skincare. Now my skin is not the way I want it. Ooh, like and subscribe, people. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you. Aw. Okay, so we're doing a facial. We're going to start off by just wiping our face. So this is a face wipe or wipes with mineral water inside. So for those of you, for example, I'm in Thailand now, and I don't necessarily trust the water right now because it's if you wash your face with the water from the tap, it's a lot of chemicals inside of it. So having a face wipe with mineral water is really good. You don't have to wash your face with the water from the tap. You can also just use mineral water if you want to, which I sometimes do. Makes it easier. Where have I been hiding? I haven't been hiding. You've been hiding. I've been all over. I think I've been going live so much these days, which is definitely out of my character. If you think about me in SA, I would go live. Like, you guys would catch me randomly in the live, right? But I've been going on live so much lately because I have time. But I'm starting school tomorrow, so I think our lives will also reduce. But hi, everybody. It's always nice to join the live. Yes, I'm in the US. Aw, thank you. I want my children to have your features. Aw. So yeah, so then I use the face wipe and just wipe everything, off. So I already washed my face earlier on, but just as part of this little facial, we just want to do it again. Like and subscribe. Thank you. You haven't seen me for a while. That's quite interesting. You can ask Russ. I've been going live quite a lot lately. I went live today. Early on when I did my nails, I went live at the salon. I remember Article Particle asked me to go live again later on today. And I was like, I'll think about it because I wasn't too sure. He asked if I was going to go live. I did not say that. And I was like, I'm not too sure if I will. But then I was like, I'm going to do my facial anyway. So why not just go live and talk to you all? I like hanging out with you guys. All right, so then when you just make sure that there's nothing on the wax, so you might need, the reason why I have that is because I'm rotating my lips with them. With lipstick always on it. But you should wipe it until there's nothing on it, right? So here's the first thing. Hello. Hi, everybody. So I got a bunch of stuff, right? When it comes to facial products, I'm very much a girly girl. Like, I love being a girl. So I like doing girly stuff. So I got a whole bunch of face masks, right? So, all right, we got some anti-acne. We got this one, Cleansign, Q10. I don't even know what Q10 is. We got an anti-acne clear. We got hydrochloric acid. We got wrinkle free because we are aging and we want to make sure because I do have fine wrinkles under my eyes sometimes, a lot of times. We have a skin barrier, which is good for. Excuse this one for. This one for. Let me just read. Oh, this is all in Korean. Good lord. All right. It's a face mask. It's good for you. We also have another acne care because a long period of time I normally break out gives you a little bit of that pimple still left, the scarring. And then collagen, which is really good to tighten your skin up. We also just have a good hydration serum and then vitamin C, which helps you to get that glow that you need. It's a lot. But then you also know I use red blemish. Those of you who used to listen to my previous lives about facials, we normally use this red blemish by Dr. G, Korean, for even skin. So it helps a lot with the little dark circles that I have because I haven't been sleeping well. And again, acne care just helps to kind of reduce acne and prevent it. So it's a lot, but it's not that much if you have to think about it because I don't use makeup. I don't really wear makeup that much. I don't really wear makeup, honestly. So this is how I kind of protect my skin, if that makes any sense. So let's get started. Where do we start? So we already wiped our face. Happy Mother's Day to you. One day I'll be able to have little kiddos that also give me little cards and I will be a mother. But happy Mother's Day to the mothers as well. Unfortunately, I'm not one yet, but I will be. Okay? Just gotta find the right person to be there, Dad. We're not gonna give up on that, regardless of everything. Kool-Aid. 4 + 4 is 8. God, 8 when he dealt you. Kool-Aid, that is so cute. That is cute. God, your eyes are just amazing. You have a beautiful smile. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I don't know if you can see that you got a bit of scarring in the inside of my eye, but thank you so much. Do you like bathrobes? I do. I do love bathrobes. So we're gonna start off with the even skin tone because this is where I do want to add it a little bit to the dark circles under my eyes. I just want to do that. And I also have like little acne scars on the side of my face. It left like little dark marks, and he was going to work that in as well. So only in the areas where you really need the extra help, right? And again, we don't have anybody, so we have enough time. So just work that time. Take your time to work that into your face, right? Hi. Just wipe that in as much as you can. Take your time. It's always important when you're working with, when you're doing anything that relates to self-care, take your time. And if you don't have time when you have a person, that means you don't have the right person because the right person will allow you to have time for yourself as well, right? Happy Mother's Day, Auntie. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers and the people who are like mothers. You really have to visit England, London soon. I have people actually told me. I remember when I was in the UK, in Hong Kong, I had friends from England. And I remember my one because I started dating was also not that great in Hong Kong. And I'm very intentional about finding, a good person, a good partner for my babies and for myself, of course, as well. And I remember Hong Kong not being that place. And my friend said, if you had to move to London, I promise you your dating life will be so much better because my God, she said, Denise, you will have your hands full if you move to London. Like you really, apparently my friends think I'm really attractive. They said, you will not struggle to get the love that. But I believe in destiny and I believe that if it's meant for me to be with the person, then amazing person, then I will just find him. He will just find me, I guess. You are so beautiful, Chomi. Good morning. From Kapstadt. Good morning, Chomayam. Chom, Mikey. Uhanan, Mikey. Always, whenever I see my people in the chat, it just makes me feel so much love, because I know how much Africans, South Africans are just the best people. I'm sorry. Not because I am an South African or African. It's just that I genuinely, I remember coming, and I tell the story all the time. I know the people who have been all my lives are probably sick of the story, but whenever I come into the airport of SA, it's like you feel like you're landing home. Like the love meets you right once you get off of that plane. The big smiles and, oh God, making me myself. Okay, so now we already did that. So let's get okay, maybe we want to do the acne. It's less little. I need probably need to get my keep in touch. I will. I will. Casper, what's good? Hi, Sabrina. What's good, girl? What is that number? What is that number about? It's a random number. I don't know what the number is. What's going on, Russ? Russ, what's going on? That's hilarious. What is the number for? It's my number. I'm coming to London. It's gonna be better if I come to London. Don't you think so? So let's get some of these. Okay, I can't find them now. We're just gonna have to use our hand, I guess. This is just my hand, I guess. Okay, so now we just use a little bit of this acne. It's like it's mostly like it's the consistency is like water, so it's not like an oil base. But you just rub it in and you take that and rub it in. Again, you want to use Korean products. I cannot tell you guys enough. And again, I think that skincare is not about a gender. It's not about gender. Man, you can definitely. You know what I cannot wait to do? It's give my man facials. Like I'm like taking care of my man, so I cannot wait to give my man facials and giving massages. I'm not great at massaging. Let's just be clear, but just that little, that thing where you guys, I don't know. I remember I did that with my ex all the time, and there was a part of me that's like, yeah, you see, maybe you shouldn't, take care of guys. And they'd be like, no, it was not the right person to do it with. Like, I'm not gonna change because somebody else didn't know how to appreciate that. Then there will be a man out there who will appreciate all the massages and all the facials and all the cute stuff that I try my best to give to a man because I always believe I can only take or only get what I'm willing to give. Right? This is my opinion, though. It doesn't mean that that's a fact. It's just my opinion. Okay, so now I think we need to get into this, which is the hydration part of it. It's HYA. It's really good. If you have my skin is a little dull right now. Matching PJs, all of that. Like I love the cutesy stuff. I'm a girly girl, so I love all the cutesy stuff. I love cooking for my man. I love taking care of him. I love, you know, making him feel. I don't know, just making him feel like he is important too. I think a lot of times what we do as women, we are just in the position of receiving, not forgetting. We forget that your person, especially with a man that pulls his weight, like they deserve that care. They deserve that love too. This is hydrating serum. You got a sister, I do, but she's older and she is with her partner. She has a few kids as well. So, ooh, ooh, oh my god. I hope it is Korean, so hopefully it wouldn't have any perfume in it because perfume is, I'm allergic to perfume on my face. Oh, it doesn't smell like it, and plus it's Korean, so it would be okay, right? You deserve better. I really hope so. I hope to receive better, because deserve better without it actually happening. Like, I would love to experience that. But I'm also, after this weekend, I've also wondered, will it happen? And would it be the worst thing if it doesn't happen? It just means that maybe that's not for me. I only seem to get sick on weekdays. I must have a weekend. You guys are corny with these jokes, but I kind of like them. Hi, hello, everybody. Patrick, hi. Becca, sorry. Hello, everybody. Emily, hi. David, Jordan, yay. David, you made it into the chat. You made it into live. Welcome, David. How are you feeling at this moment? I haven't been feeling okay. I'm not gonna hold you. This was a terrible weekend for me, but I'm gradually beginning to feel better though. Gave myself some time. I fell asleep yesterday and I woke up like 10 or something at some point or later on. I can't remember what time, but I remember waking up a little later. I allowed myself to feel all my feelings for a minute. Oh yeah. So take your time again. You have nothing to rush for. Work it into your skin. If you just put products on but you don't take the time to actually massage it into your skin, it's not going to be as effective. How are you feeling, David? What country are you in? I am currently in Thailand, in the Nonthaburi province. Oh, district. I don't know if it's a district. I think it's a district. Okay, so you want to rub it in until you. Ooh. One thing I always get a compliment on, and people always say your skin is so soft. I'm like, thank you. There's always a compliment that I get. All right, so now that so first of all, we started off with wiping our face with a wipe with mineral water inside of it. Because unless I get a filter, you're supposed to get a filter that kind of cleans the water for you. I don't have that yet. We don't have a lot of stuff yet, but we're gonna get there. But then you wipe that off, any stuff that you might have on your face. You feeling better now? Also, no more seizures. Okay, I'm happy, David. I was hoping you're gonna feel better. How long are you staying there for? I'm going to stay here for a year. Okay, so that was the first thing that we did. And then we have this is what we call like an acne lotion. It's like the consistency of water, so you don't need lots. It's just a couple of drops on your all Korean products. I did take a picture of it and left it for you guys in the post. For those of you who might want to have a look at it. So this you just add a couple of drops and then just put it on your face. If you struggle with acne, I don't know if you guys can see the acne scars on my face still. So this will hopefully help with that. And then we moved on to the hydration serum. It just helps to hydrate my skin because it was a little dry. And now we're gonna go over to the vitamin C serum that's help with that glow, that you want to have in your face. So yeah, I'm gonna stay here for a year. I'm already wondering. Yeah, but if I can get a decent job back home in SA, that would be great. Like that would be amazing. But that's probably not gonna happen. So we make the most of it. Thailand is great though. This is a vitamin C serum that helps with that little glow. I'm so hopeful though that I'm funny enough, and I don't want to talk about a man too many times. But I'm so hopeful that I'll find that person, which is very contradicting to what I said early on. Because early on I was like, I'm done. But I just believe the type of love exists because I exist. The type of love that I deserve and desire is out there because I exist. I just don't believe that God would make me and not give me all these desires to be a mother and a wife and to have particular standards for what I'm looking for if there's not a man that can match that. I just don't think that God is that cruel. I just don't think so. I don't think so. He really was talking to me. Aw. Well, you have to catch the lives. Catch these lives. I normally try to post like a couple minutes before I go live, so try to make sure that you catch the lives. It does help a lot. No one is perfect. Oh, for sure. We're not looking for perfection. We are looking for honesty though. We don't look for perfection. Honesty gives people the chance to make a decision that is informative. But if you're lying and if you are manipulative, you are presenting something that they have no control over because now they're going off of what you're telling them. And when that is deceptive, you know what I mean? Then it's a whole different story. I'm here. Where's you funny? You funny, Where's? I also don't do long distances to Bible. I don't know if that makes any sense. But at this point, remember, I'm 38, so I want to get married. So I cannot date long distance. Because I do believe we are different in person than we are over the phone. That makes any sense? And if the energy is right, the energy will be the same when we meet as well. You know what I'm saying? You're stunning. Hi, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel Rodriguez. David, I don't. What is David? David. David. Really? You were persistent about my shoe size. I wear South African 5 and 4. SA. I don't know what you call SA, but it's South African 5 and 4. But I do not know my waist size. I do not know any of that. I'm getting a little weird with it. I'm just gonna hold. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna say that. So then this is the vitamin C. It helps a lot. I don't know if you guys can see the glow, but the glow is almost instant when you put this on. And now we're gonna go in a little bit more with that soothing cream. And then that's gonna be the final one. And we might put on some eye masks just to help out with these little eye bags under my eyes. You know, you know that scene in Martin where um what's her name again? What's the girl again who was playing Martin? What she was saying? You better keep at it. I'm paraphrasing, but she was telling Pam, keep at it before the only ring you're gonna have is the ring around your eye. Because we're talking about marriage, I believe, is that you have to test me until the only ring you have is a ring around your eye. So hilarious. I'm in my 40s. Oh, welcome to the Millennial Club. Do you think, question, do you think that men mature as they age, or do you think that they all just clowns? All of them. Sorry, joking. Libra. Ooh. Russ, I'm sorry. I tried to just put it in there a little bit. But yeah, it's a little bit of a serious question though. Like, do they really mature? Or are they all just the same at all ages? You're like, oh, I'm gonna go for an older man because he might be wiser. Oh, clown. I'm gonna go for a younger man. Maybe he's a bit more of a clown. What about my age? Oh, double clown. Like, it's just good lord. All right, so I think I'm gonna do. These are eye masks. These are not the eye masks, are they? I remember buying eye masks. Oh, here we go. It really depends on the person. These days, they come up dressed as everything you ever wanted. Trust. I'm not saying I'm perfect. God knows I have way too many flaws, but these days, they all, you would think, oh my God, he's coming as everything I want him to ever be. So one day later, never mind. You know what? Never mind. You think people mature as you age? But then again, I can also say the same about women. So it doesn't really matter. Because I've seen some catty women in their 60s. I'm like, girl, did you skip? What happened? You skipped the whole process. Because we normally girls are mean to each other or bullies in high school. Like, how are you a 60-year-old bully? And I work with you in HR. Come on, Margaret. Okay, so this, put under your arm. It's like a jelly type of consistency. You put it right there, and I think there's a little bit of the gel in here still on this little pad. I don't know if you can see the gel. Try to get that and get that on. At the end of the day, age is just a number. Is it though? I mean, is it? Is it though? Because I've only dated men my age, and then I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be restrictive, and then I was like, oh yeah, okay, maybe that is the reason why I date men my age. Men my age of yeah, maybe not be on your being one of those girls that always dog men out because they're amazing men. I'm just yet to come across one. I've met amazing friends now. And I've met men that can be amazing, but I don't know why men like to lie so much. Can somebody riddle me that? Why do men like to lie so much? What's up with that? I've had people say like men have to be truthful, then they can't get what they want, so they have to lie. But I don't know if you have to lie to get something. It's giving predator. Like that's what it gives to me. I don't know how to. Hello, Caroline. When do we want? When do you want to come to England? When I have the money to go to England. This year is all about financial stability. I mean, as a teacher, that's kind of hard to say. It's like, oh, you're still a teacher at the end of the day. But I'm gonna listen to me when I tell you guys I'm gonna be so wealthy one day. Listen to me. I'm gonna be so wealthy. God's gonna bless my pockets. Like, use my pockets to bless other people. You guys have heard that before, right? I'm telling you, I'm gonna be so successful, but not because of who I marry. Because I don't want to One thing I don't want to do is plan my life around the success of a man. You know what I mean? What's up? I woke up late. Oh, Caroline, I'm really going out with you, baby. Bless me first. Bless you with what? God bless you. Possibly that you are single, sweetheart. I'm single because I don't deal with something that doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm single because I'm very much aware of what I want and what I give. And so I'm not single because I can't find somebody, for example, because I think I've never struggled to find a man, to be honest with you. But what I do struggle with is finding a quality man. So by now it looks like it's gonna take a while to fill that void. Is it a void though? Yeah. I don't know. I stopped believing for a little bit. I was like, I don't know, man. But I'm still hopeful, which is very odd. I'm gonna add a little bit of that vitamin C in it as well. The vitamin C is known to brighten as well. Self-independent. I'm definitely not like an independent woman. Don't need a man. I need a man, sweetheart. I need a man because I do think that men are very beneficial. But I do need a quality man. I do need a man who's gonna improve my life in ways that would make me think, oh my goodness, what have I missed out on all my life? You know what I'm saying? So yes, I need a man. I'm definitely not. I don't need a man type of woman. I need a man. Men are great. The good ones are an absolute blessing. Good Lord, having a good man on your side is a blessing. So I'm very much for men. I just seem to not have good experiences. So I think the issue is me because I just never have good experiences with men. So I don't really know. I've met amazing men who just lacked in areas that was very important. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know. Maybe the issue might be me, but I haven't. I'm yet to find a man that will make me go, oh, finally. You know? What country are you in? I am in Thailand. It is actually getting cold. I'm such a cold chicken. I get cold pretty easily. So this we just gotta wait for like a few minutes and then take them off. And hopefully it will help a little bit with these dark circles on the mask. Can you please keep in touch, beautiful? For sure, friend. You can definitely keep in touch. God bless you with the right one. I really hope so. But the thing is, it's really because I want a good dad to my kid, for my kids. You know what I mean? So I'm essentially picking for them, you know? And that's why it's disheartening because I'm like, oh, every time I'm like, oh, this is finally the one that I can, have kids with, somebody that would be deserving of having kids with. Because I do think that we as an adults, we often don't deserve kids. But at least if you have somebody that can be of a great benefit to you in raising your kids. But then 2 days later, it's like, you know what? Never mind. That's okay, David. Bye bye, love. See you in the next one. Okay. I hope so, friend. We'll see. I'm also realizing that it doesn't. I think I said this earlier on today. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe everything doesn't mean all of us might not get the same thing. Maybe motherhood and having a great husband to be a wife to, maybe that's not in the cards for me. You know what I mean? Um, and I'm beginning to think that that's okay. You know, that's probably fine. Let me put some lotion on my feet. I love lotion. And I especially love like buttery lotion. But also what we call Ingrams. Now this is really good. Also, if you have like feet that are a little rough or hard, this really helps to soften it as well. I would smell. I wish I could. You guys smell it. Like, can you guys smell this? But you can probably see how buttery it is, right? Probably see how buttery it is. I love stuff that's really buttery because that means it's really moisturizing. So it's so good. Things happen for a reason. But why though? Sometimes I just want to know why. I know it happens for a reason. But God, what is the reason sometimes, Sometimes I just want to know why. Like just why. You know? I understand it happens for a reason, but what is that reason? Doesn't matter my hair. Now we have like a nice coconutty braid right in the front. This is why I'm rubbing my feet. That's why I'm doing this. You know what I mean? Definitely a keeper. Somehow I just attract the wrong people the whole time. So I guess the issue, people say if you keep going through the same thing, maybe the common denominator is you. And I think my standards are really high, but my standards are not high for me. My standards are high for my babies, my future babies. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I have to be firm in what it is that I want because I'm choosing for them. Does that make sense? It's been raining, so I'm hoping it's not raining right now. Is it raining right now? Because my laundry is on the You save my number. I need to know but more about you first. Because I don't want to just take your number and just have your number. You know what I mean? I need to know a little bit. Tell me a little bit more about yourself first. If you don't mind. It smells so good. One thing I like is to smell good. Like, it's one of my things. I need to get a good perfume, by the way. I need to get a really good perfume. But smelling good is what up there with me. Like, every time, it's another compliment. But you smell good. Like, smelling like coconut and vanilla and all those. It's important to me. Like, I really need to smell good. I love it. Because I think it's like, because it's for you also, right? Not so much also, it's great if other people compliment you, but it's for you too, right? And I quite like the way I smell. Right. Oh, it was the washing machine. I forgot I'm doing laundry. I think I'm going to take a little power nap in a couple of minutes. And then I'm going to finish that lesson planning thing. Yeah, I think from now on we only go to professional massages. Only go to professional full massages. Unless you're married to somebody. No. All right, so our masks. I love a good mask. I think after this for sleepy time, I'm gonna put on a collagen mask. And then I'm gonna be ready. I'll put it up here so I don't forget that I have them. All my nightly stuff right here. That's easy access at nighttime. It's also advised to not do facials when you wake up, because if you wake up, your skin is still nice and oily. So if you take all of that off, it's not a good idea. So just lightly pat your face to get obviously the sleep maybe off of your face. But that's about it. Girl, I got you. I just spoiled and pampered. You're gonna see. I don't know anymore. I don't know what to believe when it comes to the gender anymore. To be honest with you, when it comes to the male gender, I don't know what to believe anymore. I'm just out here just reading it. I understand when girls just randomly turn gay. You're in your 40s, like, oh no, Aunt Denise is gay now. She got a girlfriend. Like, wait, what? Russ was saying, I'm 39. That's a good age. And I've been through some up and downs. So I'm looking for someone that's peaceful, joyful, kind, such exactly. That's actually caring. Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be possible for men. I don't know. The thing is because I obviously don't date women. I don't know how you guys find it. I know men complain a lot about being used, but these are also the same men that flaunt their money. So I don't really know. Sorry, my hands are full, so I don't really fight it. It's really hard nowadays to know because people. I don't know. I think this is just the wrong generation to dating. I think if you start looking for love in this generation, just forget about it. Just know, oh, love might not be for me. Like that's where I'm at right now. Like, because dating during these times, it's just trash, fam. It is hell. It's just hell. Like everybody, it's just hell. Like it is no. If you're looking for love in this generation, good luck to me and you, Russ. Because I don't think it's. I don't know. We're gonna be too negative, but I just. I think the final blow just hit the nail right through the coffin for me. I was like, you know what? Y'all can have at it. Y'all can have at it. Have at it. Just have each other and mess around and deal with different people at one time. Y'all have at it. Like I am done now. Y'all can go ahead. Right now, my focus is just to be. But I'm done with that. I want to sleep. Okay, go and sleep, sweetheart. Sleep well. Sleep well. You know what happens? I don't know if Russ is the same for you, but if you reach a certain age when you in your 30s, like there's no more like I feel sleepy. It's like I have to sleep. You know what? You don't have a choice when you're in your 30s. Like you're in 30s, like if you're sleepy, it's sleepy time. Like it's not, oh, I'm sleepy, oh my god, I'm gonna like spend like another 30 minutes. Like your body will knock you out, it will embarrass you. So just in your 30s, you don't really have, especially your late 30s. Like your body's like, we gotta go to sleep right now, bro. We're like, no, I'm gonna just, hang out with my friends a little more than you're the friend on the couch sleeping. My wife will come soon. I love that mindset. I love that mindset. And I hope she comes. I hope that she's everything you need to be. And I also hope that you are everything that she needs in a man, what my hope is? My hope is that the right people find each other. Because can you imagine, like, I'm looking for the same thing and you're looking for the same thing, and none of us are lying about what we're looking for. Then we find it in each other, and we each other's safe place in a world that could be full of users and manipulators. Like, we actually found each other. And we get to build something beautiful and solid, and there's so much love and care. Everybody's honest and love each other, and there's no cheating and no abuse and no, it's just this loving, nurturing thing. I can't imagine that. Man, tell me about it, right? I'm rooting for you as well. Thank you, Russ. Love you so much. Love you so much. What's your email? I'm gonna give you my other email. I have a few, so I'm gonna give you one. Okay, wait. Let me give you this email. Hold on quickly. I'm just not planning. I'm gonna give you Denise. So Hoffman, Denise. So Hoffman, Hoffman, Denise, Denise. I think it's 123 at gmail.com. I just woke up in South Africa. Imagine waking up in Africa, though. Thank you for bragging. There we go. I hope you got that. So it's Hoffman Denise 123, all small caps at gmail.com. It's 10:44 here. What are you guys doing in SA? I'm jealous. Dad Cat, what's good? What are you guys doing? You guys bragging? Eating pop? I'm jealous. Do you guys see my one eye? It gets irritated pretty fast. And then it does that little thing where it goes brown and red. So I need actually to go to get an eye surgery. Like there's something on it. I don't know if you guys can see there's like a little growth on it. So they were telling me, my eye doctor back in SA a couple of years ago actually. It was like, oh, you need to get it removed. Like it's a quick surgery. He's like, yeah. They quickly was cut it off. Right in the eye, dude. That doctor just misses one thing, be blind, or something is just, and there's nothing wrong. I was just saying, for me, who is independent and mostly just have myself in life, I can't afford that. Same here, Abigail. I'm so jealous of you guys. So Dad Cat, you also an essay. I'm jealous. Where an essay are you, Dad Cat? Oh, boy, right now. You see, I came back to the live after I woke up. It's always good vibes on here. I'm happy that you guys are enjoying the vibes. I think you know what happened because I had such a terrible weekend. I didn't want to go live as often because I feel like we feed off of each other's energy. But I was like, you know what? Why should I change up my entire life or change up, you know, um, my routine because of how I think? I think it's more real when you are just yourself and people get to see, the reality of life sometimes. But I'm feeling much better. Every time, though, for me, it's the opposite, Russ. Every time I spend time with y'all and chat with you guys, it's like my spirit also starts to, get up again. So I feel much better now compared to how I felt last night and this morning. So I feel so much better. So thank you to you, Taylor, coming here with that good energy. On your side in the US, it is 4. Why are you up? So for us, it is now 5. First coffee. It is 5. Almost like 4:45. Why are you up so early, Russ? But then again, I know that the US men are a lot of men are hustlers, um, and so gotta respect the grind. First coffee. Okay, you guys are just bragging on here. School here. Oh, wait, you're from Tokyo. I remember you saying you half Japanese. I remember that, Abigail. Ledenberg. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, thank you. I'm not a mother yet, but thank you. I'm receiving it for the future. He said your inbox is full. Says my inbox is full. I have too many messages in there, right? So does that mean you cannot even send an email even if it's full? Okay, I would have to clear it, but you have it now. So I will see if I can clear it after this live, and then I will get you email for sure. Thank you for emailing me. I sleep 5 hours on average. Why are you sleeping so little? But then again, we got a lot going on in life right now. But tell me, what is your reason for sleeping this early, or sleeping for that short of a period of time? Okay, sure. What is the email about? You want to tell me? You can tell me what the email. You can also tell me if you want to. You can also tell me here if you want to, if you don't mind being transparent. So we can give this a few more minutes, and then we're gonna put on the mask. But I'm not gonna be on here with a mask because I don't want to look silly. I'll put my mask on and then take a little nap. And then wake up, prepare my clothing and my lesson plans for this week. Because one thing about me, we're gonna keep this energy cute and positive, regardless of how life is trying to knock me down. I'm gonna get up every time. Okay. At least I try. You definitely, and you know what I appreciate? Can I tell you something? I know it is tough for men to approach, so I'll always respect a man for trying. Never knock a man's game ever. So definitely, thank you so much for trying. I really appreciate that. I don't know what it's about though, but thank you. Oh, you're fully Japanese, so both your mom and dad is Japanese. Oh, both are Japanese. Okay. You know a little Afrikaans. Okay, Abigail, ik zie voor jou. Right. Hi, Bonnie. Good vibes and good energy every single time, regardless of what life is trying to do to me. I'm gonna come. I know somewhere, something, whoever is it, that ever is trying to. So, damn, this girl does not give up. We have thrown every possible scenario at this girl, and she just. I'm saying, yeah, okay, I'll subscribe, but I'm already subscribed. That is the cutest thing to say. I want to subscribe again, but I'm already subscribed. Oh, that's cute. Right, all right. Right. Yeah, I mean, you can't let life knock you down. You gotta get back up every time. Gotta get back up. That's what makes you resilient, right? because it's easy to stay down. It's the easiest thing in the world to get knocked down and stay down, especially when you faced so much. You're like, damn, you know what? You win. I'm done. And that was the attitude last night and this morning for sure. I was like, you know what? You win. That's cool. I retrieve back. I surrender. And I was like, no, I've survived way too much. I've survived way too much. My grandma is Afrikaans, and my great great grandfather is also Afrikaans, and these are both Japanese. Both of your grandparents are Japanese. I mean, your great great grandfather and your grandma, they're both Japanese. That's amazing. So they grew up in SA. Did they grow up in South Africa? There are a lot of Asians actually in Africa now that I think about it. Good morning. Sup given. Yes. Oh, that's so sweet. How do you like Africa compared to? And Abigail, can you maybe attest to all the stereotypes that most Asians have about Africa? And you know how they being fed all this information that we are hungry and starving and we just out here just it's such a lie. It's such a sad, sad lie. But then again, it's like when we play a game of find the treasure chest, and then I find the treasure chest. I might not say it right. Some of you might not hear my accent, but treasure chest, like a chest with money in it. So, for example, if we play a game of treasure chest, I'm not saying that word right, but you guys know what I'm saying, right? So I hope you can figure my accent out. Then I will then find the treasure and I will say, no, no, it's not here. It's not here. This is not a good spot to find the treasure. That's exactly what colonizers did with Africa. They're like, no, Africa's terrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. Because they knew they found the jackpot with all the minerals and all the gold and all the fantastic natural features. And they were like, no, guys, this is a terrible place. These people are dying of hunger. Please. Right? Because they try to get everybody to go on that side. They lied on Africa for centuries. And what's sad is a lot of Americans believe it, especially Black Americans. And I'm so happy. I remember when I came from Cape Town, I was flying that night. To the day before I flew, I went to go buy some toiletries, because some African products are just, really good. And that's where I got all my battery products from. And I went to the waterfront to Clicks. I don't know if you guys know Clicks. Abigail might know Clicks. She would know Clicks. And also the cat. Dad cat would know as well. And there were Black Americans, and they were just, and I was like, I saw so many Black Americans because you can hear the accent, and I was like, okay, welcome home, family, welcome home. I'm happy that you guys actually decided to just give it a go. And I'm sure they were like, damn, we were lied to for so many centuries, I've been born in Gambia. I grew up in London, England, London. Gambia. I need to visit Gambia. I grew up in Tokyo, so it's like my hometown. Oh, I see. So okay, I get it. So that's more your home. Makes sense. What does indue mean? That's a good question. So indue means that within time, right? So in due season. So I have a lot of dreams for my life, right? A lot of things that I aspire for. And in due season means that within due time, when the time is right, I will get everything that I desire. And the number 7 is my favorite number. It's also the number of the day that I was born. So, yeah, Indueseason7. You need to find yourself a man. A man is to find me. That's when Kunta Kinte came from. That was the real thing, right? So it was real, right? Was the Kunta Kinte story real? I'm sorry if I sound ignorant, which is very bad for an African. But was the Kunta Kinte story real? I know the Saka Zulu story was real. I don't know the Kunta Kinte story was real. I thought it was just a slave made up story that they told. Which is another thing that I hate to watch is slave movies and movies of Black people just suffering. Like every movie of some Black woman or man just going through the absolute most. I'm like, we can live soft lives. We can live lives that doesn't involve chaos and trauma. Like write something else, you know. And I like how you added my name because I told you like, no, you need to still find yourself man in due season. I need to find a good man. You know what I cannot wait for is a great man to come across me, realize how great I am, and doing everything that he can to be with me. because he's gonna love it over here. Like any one of my exes, if they say that they don't miss being over here, they're lying to you. Promise you. Because this is a good time. It's a good time. On all levels. Okay, let me not. That sounds a bit bad, but no, for real though. I thought, wow. He's from Gambia. Oh, he's from Gambia, so it's a real story. Oh, I didn't know that. Because I normally try to avoid like traumatic stuff. Like I was so mad. I went to the waterfront to like a little craft shop, and these people had up a painting of a little black slave boy, and I was mad because one thing about me, I will confront. I don't care if you're authority. I don't care who you are. I said, yo, why do you have a picture of a black slave boy on your walls to sell to white tourists? And I know it's the locals that are painting these pictures and putting it on the walls. I said, but that's very terrible. You shouldn't be selling that. They were like, no, we are over apartheid. I'm like, what? Oh, so the people living in shanties and the people living in these little shacks along the side of the road, black people, they are over apartheid too because they are still living in the ramifications of what happened to them during apartheid. What the hell are you talking about? And wouldn't that be more controversial for you to have a picture of a black slave boy on your walls if we are over apartheid? Wouldn't it's like you're literally saying the opposite of what you're trying to tell me right now. Like I was mad. Because why would you? Why would you? And the guy, one of the black workers there, I was like, what's going on? He's like, we told them we're not comfortable with that. It's like, I feel like you are reveling in the fact that you had black people as slaves at some point. I'm so pissed. Sorry for my language. Okay, go and get some water, sweetheart. It's good to stay hydrated. Go and get yourself some water. Let's switch these around now because some of the gel might be on the outside, hopefully. Hopefully, it's a little bit of change. Is it a little bit different? A little bit. It's not going to be immediate, obviously, but let's just switch it around now because the jelly's on the other side as well. It's like a Nike. Just do it. What does it say? Just do it, right? Is that what it says? What does the Nike logo say? Just get it. Just do it. Just. It's really a real story. Oh, I didn't know. There was a time when I was younger when I was really into slave movies because that's the only thing that we really had access to. Because even if you didn't have cable, at least they were showing you slave movies. Because they really that's how programming worked, right? White media really programmed the hell out of us. So we really just have access to those type of things, or like, you know what I mean? And so I remember watching it. And back then I was like very fascinated. As you grow older, you go like, damn, what the hell? Black people can live comfortable lives too, and lives without trauma. What the hell? Why are we always running from somebody? Why are we always being abused? Why are we always in abusive relationships or always sexually harassed? Like, why is that the only narrative that we have? When black people are extremely educated, like why is that the only narrative that we have? There are so many beautiful black stories to tell, other than us suffering. Please read my comment. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. What did you say? Sorry, baby girl. What did you say? You grew up in Tokyo, that's your hometown. That was the last one, right? And I remember saying that's good. Was that the one you're speaking about, Abigail? Where you said you grew up in Tokyo? I said, oh, so that is your hometown. So I say is more later on in life. Is that the one we're talking about, Abigail? Yeah? Okay, good. Just tell me if that is the one. Oh, so you were in the village where Kunta Kinte came from? Okay. Okay. Ooh, I think we're gonna go off in the next, maybe the next 10 minutes or so. Let's give it another 10 minutes. We're gonna go off. I'm gonna prepare for work because we're meeting each other. Yeah, we're sharing a cab, my colleagues and I. It's a cheaper way for us to move around town. So we have about three of us that share a cab on a Monday throughout the week. And so we're meeting at the cab spot at 6:30 every morning. So I have to leave the house around 6. Around 6:10, I need to leave the house. So I'm trying to make sure that I prepared the night before so I can just grab my stuff, take a shower, and get ready. It's after the guy that said lol, laugh out loud. Okay, let's see. It's after that one. So what I'm seeing here right now, I'm gonna tell you Abigail what I see. I could be wrong, right? So what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing from you is my grandma is Afrikaans and my great grandpa was also Afrikaans, right? And the next message was just yes, because you were talking, we were maybe discussing, we were, I was, I think you were responding to me saying, so they're both Japanese, and then you said I grew up in Tokyo, so that's like my hometown. Because I remember asking you if SA is more like your home, and then you said no, Tokyo is actually more like my hometown. Then I move on. Then you said, please read my comment. So those were the only comments that I could read. So maybe just type the comment again. I don't mind reading it again. Just type it in again. I will just read it again. Rampage, my sister and I have subscribed to your page. Oh, thank you so much, Rampage. I hope I'm happy that you guys get happy vibes from me. I'm happy that I'm at least. I think somebody said earlier on. I think it was during this chat with some. I think it was Russ. If I'm not mistaken. Who said, this is why I woke up. I woke up and got to your page because you always send out positive vibes and make me feel good. So that is kind of the point of what I'm trying to do is to make people feel good about their lives. Even if our lives are not perfect, even if we sometimes have to cry ourselves to sleep, and even if life is a little tough sometimes, it's just to keep that, is to somehow still keep that light inside. You know what I mean? Like even if, because like literally this morning I was like, you know what? What's the point of it all? But I'm like, no. I'm sure my light means something to somebody. Yes, right. So it was you. It's always good to chat with you and enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, thank you so much, Rush. You too. I'm about to go off too, but thank you so much. You have good energy. Thank you, friends. Um, Mandingo family. As always, did I miss anything when I was getting water downstairs? No, sweetheart, we were just chit chatting, getting to know Abigail's family a bit more. She's Japanese and she lives in South Africa right now. Oh, here it is. I actually like SA. I've been to Pretoria and Durban, Johannesburg, the Kalahari. Ooh, the Kalahari. So you probably saw all the springboks. Maybe you saw like an elephant. And some people think there are only black people in SA, but there's also white people. No offense. No offense. There is no offense. And for sure, they have white people there. And the people that mostly live in luxury is the white people. And of course, we know the history about that, right? How the land was taken from the people. Let me give you guys a quick little history lesson for those of you who might not know. So Africa, the southern part of Africa, which is South Africa, belonged to the Khoisan people. So the Khoisan people are the San people who was also on the border of Namibia. So they used to be the indigenous people of Southern Africa, right? And these are the people. If you type in Khoisan, they are the oldest human race to exist. They are the oldest group of people to exist. So they were like the original people, and people came from them. There was actually a lineage. People were saying there was a lineage between the Khoisan people and Chinese people. So that was kind of funny. But you can also research that if you want to. So the Sun people owned the land, right? And so what the Dutch did is the Jan van Riebeeck or whatever the guy is, they came. Dutch. This is why Afrikaans is such a. You can hear some Dutch words within Afrikaans. So the Dutch came to the southern parts of Africa and they started manipulating the Khoisan people. And so because these people were not westernized, I want to just pause that. Because these people were not westernized, what they would do is they would do trade-offs. For example, for your piece of land, which is like all these acres of land, I will give you maybe something from Western culture that you might not be aware of, and you are thinking you are getting something valuable because Khoisan people are also so giving. They didn't understand. And so the white people literally took the land by giving these people all of these little trades, and it was a lot of manipulation. They went into little towns and they started building these settlements, um, and so the Khoisan were pushed out of their country further down. They are now all the way up in Namibia. And so now, when you go to South Africa, most of the land are owned by white people. This is why when they went to Trump and made up all that lies that they are being killed. Anyway, I've learned about the Khoisan history. It's so interesting. It's so interesting and it's so sad. It's very much like the indigenous story of the native people of the US, the Red Indians. Very much the same story. How we don't even hear about these people, but those were the indigenous people. So the white people now own most of Africa, right? Most our people are obviously mostly there. So you have Africans, from the northern parts that came down, and most African people. There were some Africans, obviously, also there, but the originators from the land were the Khoisan people. And so now white people own farms. If you go to any parts in Africa that is like rich and established, it's owned by the white people, and the people working the land would be like black people, Africans getting paid really little. And then this is why I got so upset when white people went over to the US to lie, to say that there's a big genocide against their people. And what did Donald Trump do? He didn't even put them up in hotels. Like literally a couple of months later, they came with their heads bowed down back into the airport in SA. Because the thing about lies, it will catch up with you eventually. So I get really upset when I go home and I see white people living lavishly. They are sitting on a Tuesday morning drinking a cappuccino at a fancy hotel while our people are still working the register. You don't even hear about the Khoisan people. So white, it's funny because I feel like the group of people, and sorry, there are some whites in here who want to take it personal. You want to take it personal, you have every right to. This is just educational, it's the truth. But white people came up with the best, they were the master manipulators of all the different races, because they were able to convince everybody that African people are terrible. They were able to convince the world that black people are horrible and terrible people. When if we look at the history of people, those are the people that would literally, those are the people that would literally lynch our people, hang them from trees, tie our men at their legs. If you're a child, please get off of this. Tie our men, right, put robes around their feet and drag them till they are dead. The people who would obviously SAR women, force them to, with their children, like talk about an evil group that was able to convince the rest of the world of the evilness of a group of people who are probably the kindest souls that you will ever come across. And it's not because I'm black, but I know black people are some of the kindest souls you will ever come across in this lifetime. And yet, society, this, they were able to convince the world that we are criminals, that we are evil, that we are all these negative things because of a stereotype of a few people, where we know just how amazing our people can be. So talk about the master manipulators of all time. That group of people win every time. They win every time, and I believe that that is still in their DNA. I'm sorry, I'm not a hater, but I just let's move on. Let's move on, because we didn't understand at the time. They were blind. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine though. I do believe at the end of the day, when it was someone, one day when the glory comes, it will be ours. You guys know that song? It says, one day when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Right? So let's hang up this laundry. And so yeah, I'm so hopeful. And that is why I'm super pro black. I don't care. I'm super pro black. I won't even date outside of my race. So that's how pro black I am, because I believe, and I still believe, if we want to break generational curses, especially financially, we have to marry within our own race. That's just my opinion, though. But you have to go where you're loved. If you want to date with outside of your race, I'm not one of those people like, oh no, you cannot. I'm saying for me personally in my life, for me in my life, you know, divide and rule caused to separation because we didn't understand yet. You have a beautiful voice. Oh, thank you. That won't happen, trust me. For example, that is left. Who acts like them now? It will never change. I don't think I don't think what I'm saying is that it will ever change. What I am saying is there are ways to work the system. And if we constantly talk about, people don't understand. This is why other race groups win more than we do, because they understand that in order for a people to grow, in order for a group of people to actually make it and thrive, it would mean to be within your own race. But then again, I also understand. I'm not saying do what you want to know, okay? Do what you want to do. I'm definitely not a hater. I'm definitely not, oh my God, it's with the right. That's not me. I'm talking about me in my life. I understand how generational wealth works. That if you marry within your own group of people, that's how a group of people grow, you know? And we also hear about all of these terrible stories where we like, oh, my husband called me the K word in Afrikaans, and my husband called me the N word, or my husband called me you black bee all the time. Because I just don't. Okay, let me shut up before I. It's how I feel about my wife. Wish everyone can think like that. One day she's coming. Okay. I have another comment. Abigail, go ahead. Yeah, I get very passionate when it comes to, pro-black situations, but I also understand people are super sensitive and don't want to talk about these things, and so I don't want to add the negative element to it, but black husband over here, honey. Black husband. You should watch anime. My request is Jujutsu, which is Kaisen Spy a Family, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer. I have so many of my kids when I was back in Hong Kong who told me about Demon Slayer. Apparently it is so good. I'm actually going to check it out, Abigail. I'm going to check it out. I never said you are a hater, but most countries don't care about genocides happen in Africa in every country. For example, look in Sudan. You are missing the point completely. You are missing the point completely, friend. I am talking about marrying within your red group. What I was talking about, where the genocide came in, was the lies that white people told Donald Trump during his election, that they were being prosecuted in Africa. And what he did is, because he was using that as an angle to get more votes, so he brought a group of them over, and I remember them standing. I remember them standing behind the president. I remember it being such a sad story. They were standing behind Donald Trump, all of them. They were just like refugees in the country, and he was just like, "Oh my God, these white people are being killed in Africa, and it's just so terrible for white people to be in Africa." 2 months later, they came with their heads down because Donald Trump didn't even care to put them up in a hotel. Now, why would you come back to a country where you are being killed? Make it make sense. It's a little scary. Hey, MK, it's a little scary, like the demons. But you can watch anime. But not all anime is on Netflix, but on Netflix. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm actually gonna try Demon Slayer because I do hear a lot of people having really good comments about it. So I'm gonna try Abigail and give it a go. I'll let you know how it goes too. He definitely misses the point. It's okay to miss the point. That's hopefully with me saying it again. Hopefully, we're able to clarify that. So it's okay. I miss the point all the time, so it's fine. All right, let's quickly go and get the things. I can put the laundry on it. What type of guy are you interested in, friend? Hold on, I want to tell you about that now. Okay, so Russ is asking, what type of guy am I interested in? An honest one. Honest one. An honest one. Because that clarifies, that's half of the battle. An honest one. But yeah, so an honest man, a man that understands, ambitious, a man that has a vision, a man that I can follow, because I need a man that can lead. Because I want to be led, if that makes any sense. I don't want to be the one leading. I don't mind following. I'm good at submission. If it's a man worth submitting to. A man of his word. Do what you say what you do. Loyalty. Because I'm big on health. If you share me with other people, that's the ultimate betrayal for me. That's the ultimate betrayal for me. I cannot. And a great and a man that knows how to be soft and when to be hard. A fair man. That's so much. But I'm also everything I want is everything I can give. But I need to go. I'm gonna make myself breakfast. Ooh, yummy. My parents make me breakfast, but I've learned to make my own breakfast. Oh, that's amazing, sweetheart. I love that for you. Okay, go and enjoy your breakfast, and I'll see you in the next live. Love you. Someone who love and appreciate her. Someone who loves and appreciate me. That's for sure. That's for sure. We definitely need love and appreciation over here. The thing is also because I'm the blueprint for a lot of things. Like I'm the blueprint for a lot of things, right? Some things that I haven't seen. So he has to be somebody who gets that, um, right? And who's out here to play games. Like I don't do games, baby. I don't. Once I figure out you on some type of game type of, honey, go find you somebody else. There are so many little girls who enjoy games. Like it's okay. I'll gracefully bow out of this game. I'll gracefully let you have. Go ahead and do that. Bye, Abigail. Love you, sweetheart. Team Prince or Team MJ? So the thing is, I haven't actually listened to. I know between the two, I would probably say MJ because I've heard more of his songs, but I don't necessarily like go on and look for particularly for their songs. But if I would say maybe MJ. What about you, Russ? You know what I'm saying? Relationship is definitely it's a give and take, and it's also a lot about compromise. But if truthfulness is not at the core of it, if you step into this already lying, just go on, sir. Pack your bags. That sounds like me. Like and subscribe, people. Oh, I like that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah, my hope is that the channel grows. The hope is that we eventually get to that place. But like this afternoon, now this morning, I was like, is this really for me? But then when Russ said that this my energy and what I send out feels good and it feels positive, I'm like sometimes when life happens and we're scrolling through the internet, it's always good to just feel like there's somebody that brings to a place of calm. It's if I'm able to be that place where you guys feel a bit happier about life, a bit more energetic, a bit more positive, then I guess I am somewhat needed on here. So yeah, hopefully we will see. We'll ride until the wheels fall off. How about that? You really be saying things that I would say. Do you know what's sad about that, Russ? So I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I thought I met a person who thought exactly the way I did. Like I thought I met a person who was like, oh my God, why is this so close to, why are our values so aligned? And it turned out to not be any of those things. So I don't know anymore. I really don't know anymore. And that was like, when you've been hurt so much and then you finally put that last, like it's like, oh, this is my final egg. I'll put this final egg in this basket. And then I put this egg, the final egg of hope and all the things in this basket. And it's like, oh. And that was kind of painful. But again, I laid another egg. That's so stupid. What's her shorts? I need to make you my little marketing manager. One day when I'm famous. One day when I'm famous, we already know who's gonna do the marketing. One day when I'm famous, not if I'm famous. When I'm famous. Okay. Clock it. Feel you on that one. The amount of times I settle for less, but that's also because I used to think that I deserve less. Come on, somebody, come on in the room and speak to me, right? The reason why we sometimes settle for less is because we think we deserve less. We are so used to chaos, so we entertain chaos. You really be happy for sure. If I make you a manager, okay, you my marketing manager. I'll be happy. You'll put the word out there. We already know who it's gonna be. That's not true, Miss Denise. Let's debate. Let's debate. Run me your response. Run me your response. Russ, let's go. Run me your response. I said, that's not true, Miss Denise. Let's go. Do you have moderators? I don't really need moderators, honey, because I just ignore negative comments, honestly, to be honest with you. If somebody's on here being negative or, trying to make me do stuff that makes me feel uncomfortable, I literally just ignore the comments. This is the nice thing about not having somebody speak back to you. So it's not like I have all these people speaking. I'm the only one speaking, so I can literally just avoid a comment. And that's what I do. And if I see this comment gets a little bit too explicit or he keeps asking me to do 360s or whatever, I just delete him. So, but thank you so much, love. I've mastered the art of knowing what to ignore. Because if you entertain anything negative, everything that's negative, you're gonna lose your mind. Of course, certain things you need to address, but most of the time I just ignore negative stuff. Hello, Z. We settle for less because we love the people more than we love us. They love more than love us. More because more than we love ourselves or more than they love us. But that's the thing. The reason why we're settling for people that we love more than they love us is, yeah, is because imagine if I'm settling for a love that I feel is not reciprocated, then that means that in my mind, I think I'm worth less love. I think I'm worth a man stepping all over me. You think you're worth a woman just using you for your money. You think you're worth a woman that never takes care of your needs, that's only there for herself, right? It's because you have convinced yourself, I deserve this, so let me settle for this, right? Or the opposite is also true, where the person might give you all of that, those things, but you know deep down, I should not be with this person. And that's one thing I don't know. I used to, let me not say that. Let me not say that. But if I feel like, oh my goodness, I am with you, but I don't love you. I remember when I was in uni. Now in uni, I didn't really date because I was very focused. Like, I was a little bit of a nerd, but like I was a cool nerd. Okay, but I was a nerd back in uni. So what would happen was there was this one guy. He was a senior. I was in my second year, I think, and he was doing his PhD in microbiology, right? And so in his at his side of he had the biggest room. He had great access. He was doing his PhD in microbiology. You know, he was, and at that point they were getting money. They were, and this guy was so good to me. He was really just, but I didn't feel as strongly about him as he felt about me. And so I told him, I said, I'm so sorry. No, that was in my it was in my third year because I remember I was graduating and he was asking me, do you need an outfit for your graduation? I got you. Yeah, it was in my third year. And I remember I said to him, I'm so sorry. I don't feel the same way that you do about me. So I've never really in that way, right? But maybe in a way where I was like, this man loves me so much. Let me settle for him. He's not necessarily what I want, but he loves me so much. And so later on in life, I did do that and it didn't end well, you know, because there were so many other areas that were of greater importance that he lacked. Because I was struggling with a little bit of self acceptance and self love, I settled for less. And so I don't know about your story. How about you tell me your story? To be honest, in America, it's different. What's different? In which way? That's why some people stay in relationships because they love the person more than the person loves them. Yeah, that is true. I have dealt with a guy who I loved a little bit more than he loved me. And eventually I was like, yo, now. And yeah. But that comes with time though, right? And I think this is where that little bit of grace comes in for yourself. We have, if you've lived long enough, you have probably seen the depth of darkness, right? And in those valleys when things are really dark, we lose our love for self, right? We lose our love for our life. We lose our love to for whatever. And then there's this person who we think, and then we try to prove our love to them. And it's like, and then we get to another place where we love ourselves more again, you know? So it's all about growth, I think. And then when you love yourself, you pick better, right? Then you pick from a place of, oh, you need to love me too. Or you, and I believe, and I would say this, I think a man needs to love a woman more than he loves her. I'm the other way around. I think a man needs to love a woman more, I think. Because if a man don't love you more than he loves you, when you love yourself, I think it's normally when you're not being treated right. But it doesn't mean that a woman should not appreciate her man. Backhouse, how are you feeling at this moment? I am feeling every time I engage with you guys, I feel better and better. So I'm feeling good. I'm having a good afternoon. How about you, David? We must have balance in a relationship for sure. Now, if we can get the equal where you love me as much as I love you, fantastic. But that's not reality, right? That would be the most ideal thing. All this respect, but if you were in England, you would not be single. That's exactly what my friend said. That's exactly my friend said, Denise. If the black man in England have to see you, girl, they're going to they're going to fight over you. He's like, you have to be in England, and he's like all those brothers with those thick beards, tall. God, he's like, you will be, you know. But I believe I would be where I need to be to find my man. That's how I believe right now. I have to. At this age, I need to believe that there's a miracle is gonna happen. Maybe he's gonna fly in for a vacation and I'll meet him. Maybe we're gonna fly out. You never know. I'm optimistic. Hi, it's my first time. Hi, Erin. Welcome. Obviously. Don't gas me. Yeah, so silly. Feeling good. You feeling good? I'm feeling much better. Much better. Just give me a second, friends. I think, is it just me, but is life always better when there's music? So I would like to have music in the house. So just give me 2 seconds while I get music going first. Hold on, I gotta walk. Good to hear that. Oh, I was in more than 2 relationships. Okay, let's quickly go up a little bit more. I don't want to miss anything. Could I call you mommy? Sure, honey. You can call me mom. I love your vision. If you were in England, you might be with your kids and family. We never know. Maybe my husband is over there. You'll never know. That's why some people stay. Okay, that was the last one. Hi, Angel. You must have balance. Yeah, no disrespect, but if you were in England, you would not be single. Hi, it's my first time. Obviously, I would have. Could you call me mommy? Could I call you mommy? Sure. I definitely agree, right? You agree with the England go? I'm feeling good. How are you feeling? I agree because women deal with so many emotions. Yeah, me too. This is why I think when we get our heart broken, I don't think men realize just how bad it is for us. Like the times I got my heart broken, it was really bad. Like it was because you get into your head about stuff, right? You start thinking, am I not? But I don't really think that way anymore. Like I don't ever. I'm in a place now where I don't think like, oh, I'm not good enough. Like that's not. I used to think that. I'm like, no, he's an idiot. But why would he? Why would he think it's okay for him to do that to me? Like that's more where I go with it. You know. I was in more than 2 relationships like that. Was talking about myself, and I knew others can relate for sure. We can definitely relate. I know that. Good to hear. Thank you. No, definitely for real. I'm being honest. You're being honest that I wouldn't struggle to find a man in England. Maybe I need to go for vacation to England to find out what you're talking about. How's your morning going? So it's afternoon time. It's going great. I last night was terrible. This morning was getting much better, but now I think I'm in a better place. I'm emotionally in a better place. How about you, Abigail? Erin. Where are you from, mommy? I am from South Africa, but I'm in Thailand at the moment. I teach, so I came here for work. You really never know what you got until it's gone. That is true. We really don't know what we have until it's gone. But my thing is, why do you have to lose it to appreciate it? You know what I mean? Why do you have to lose it to appreciate it? Flying in and flying out is big energy queen. You really never know. Okay, like it is. True. What do you do in your lives? I'm a teacher. How about you? Okay, David. Bye bye, sweetheart. She's not mommy. Aaron wants me to call me mommy. What's going on? Let me be Aaron's mommy for a little bit. I'm such a believer in listening to positive music because um, what we hear, what we allow in our subconscious, our lives eventually align with it. It's like, I'm a teacher, right? So sometimes you'll be teaching something to your to little ones, and sometimes you're like, wait, is this landing? Like, are they getting it? Because they just be playing and like talking, and this one is, getting boogers out their nose, other one's playing in their ears, talking to their friends. You're like, oh my God, they're not getting it. But you keep repeating it. And then one day they're like, red, that's red. And you're like, oh my God, this whole time you've been listening, right? So I feel like our subconscious is like that too. It just drops in there, and eventually your life aligns with it. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's what you should call me, beautiful young woman. You said about me. You are hilarious. What do you do? Tough. I'm wondering, but I've made peace because I would say it's not made for kids, and then it ends up being somebody that's telling me that they're 13. Going, and I said it's not made for kids. Oh, my grandpa's phone. Why are you on your grandpa's phone? You should be studying. So if I have any babies in here, please tell me. Okay? Do your homework. You're so underpaid. Yeah, listen, I need 20 racks right now. So I definitely need to get my finance stuff. I think this year is a year of financial abundance for me. I don't know how, because I'm a teacher, but I just believe it. I mean, this is the year. This is the year. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me. The how is yet to be discovered, but I just have a belief that I will live the life I want to because I put in the work. This is what I want to say. So I want to finish my master's, but that's going to happen. So I only need 4 more months to finish my master's degree. And when I have my master's degree, the doors that will open for me. So I really want to get that in the bag. What do you do on your live streams? A little bit of everything. I'm like the girl next door. We just have little looks into my life. We just do everything from skincare to gymming to cooking. Remember when we had a little cooking meal, but we were struggling because this thing was so loud? I took you guys shopping with me. It's an everyday girl next door. Letting you guys have a little peek into the lives of an everyday girl, basically, essentially. Sometimes I wouldn't say I do mukbangs, but I do sometimes just eat in front of you guys when I'm having dinner or lunch. But I wouldn't say mukbangs, for sure not. Okay, we'll do. Teachers get abused right now. I mean, I wish. You know what I'm saying? I'm African. I don't know if that makes any sense. But no, you are right, actually. I think it's because the kids have so many rights now. So they are parts like especially in the public school system, especially in Europe and stuff like that. I think we can take these off. It's dried out. Yeah, teachers are going through it for sure. I agree. Hello, I woke up to get a drink of water real quick and seen that you were live. You know what? I was actually trying to tag you because I remember you told me or asked me earlier, are you going live again later on today? And I said, I'm not sure. So I was like, how do I tag him in the live? Because I posted to say I'm going to go live and didn't give me that option. But yes, I'm live. I did a facial. We did a facial just now. Now I'm hanging some clothes. We're just chit-chatting here and there. It's just time for me to really enjoy myself. Yes. Yeah. That's time for you to do that. And there's nothing should stop you. Just do it responsibly. And what do you mean with enjoying yourself? Do you mean like traveling? In which ways? If you want to share, of course. I was watching that live. Yeah, you were watching it. Were you watching the earlier one, the one we were trying to do lesson planning, or are you talking about this one when we did the facial? I'm just getting the laundry from the washing machine on the one side. That's what I'm bending down. Everything that your heart desires will come to you. Oh, I receive that. Ooh, receive that. And you will get your deserved big blessing in life. I receive that. Career gains as well as in love. Oh, I receive it all. Yes. Thank you. Article particle. I receive every last bit of it. Thank you. Too many kids, little money, too much pressure. That's true. But if you think about it, and of course, being a teacher, you don't get paid much, right? And and this is the thing though. I went from Hong Kong where I earned a decent living. Like I was comfortable, but I was also very unhappy. Like I remember being so sad in Hong Kong. I had great friends and the connections were really good. But in other aspects of my life, I was really borderline depressed in Hong Kong. And that was the most money I've ever made. In Thailand, I'm making a quarter of what I made in Hong Kong. But I have been in my feminine since I've been here. I've been resting. I've been feeling like my nervous system is finally taking a break. And of course, school is starting, so I don't know how that's gonna go. But I'm just in a better place, and I'm getting paid way less. And I've made a conscious decision to put my happiness above my need this year, which is funny because I also want to be financially stable. But I want a balance, you know. In Hong Kong, there was definitely not a balance. I was very sad in Hong Kong, to be all the way honest with you. I can make you moderator. I don't need you don't need to be. Like I said, Johnny, if I do get any type of disrespect, I just ignore it. But thank you so much though, for trying. Appreciate you so much. If I ever need it, I'll definitely know who to make moderator. Do you do burps in your life? It relates me. Not that I know of. A facial, nice. Your skin glows so radiantly. Yeah, that facial we were doing Korean skincare products. Listen, and men should do it too. Like I feel like, and this is what I was saying also. I'm the type of woman that loves giving my man facials and foot massages and stuff like that. So, man, like those are also things that I'm looking forward to. Is to like, pamper my man. But it's gonna happen when the time is right. I guess it's just never the right time for me. I don't know. Goddamn. Yeah, I lived in Hong Kong for 4 years. Sadness is perspective. It depends on individuals, right? So, but I was sad for sure. Very sad. Hello from England. Hi, Jason from England. What's up, Jason? What's good, Jason? Okay, that's the final bits of it. I gotta relax a little bit before I have to iron my clothes. Like music that are affirmative, like literally it's landing somewhere, you know? And one day you'll just live, your life starts to go alongside everything that you are confessing. Oh, get it, get it, get it. Welcome, Jason. Hi, friends. Hi. A balance of life and work is a must. You gotta have that work. You gotta have that work-life balance, right? In Hong Kong, I was making so much money. I was like, wait, where's my happiness? Because this is why I don't take people serious when they are influencers. They're like, oh my God, if you live this rich life, you're gonna be so happy. Lies, lies, baby, lies. These things doesn't make you happy. You can live, man. I don't know. Maybe or maybe also just add this. It depends on what you value, right? I don't value money makes your life easier, but I don't think. Oh, maybe I just think different. I don't know, but I don't get necessarily like, oh my God, I'm like in Bali, like in some island, living it up, and like, oh my God, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was also depressed in Bali at some point, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in this beautiful hotel, but why am I sad? You know? it's perspective, right? And when I'm happy, when I'm talking with people that I love and care for, so it's perspective. It's about what you value, right? And so I had to learn that money doesn't make me happy. It does make my life easier, and I get to do stuff that I like. I got to do my nails, and I get to buy what I want. Not now, because now I'm earning less, of course. But it depends on what we value. We'll just end it there. What are you saying? You hungover? Did you go out this weekend, Jason? Yes, traveling, hopefully meeting new business partners, trusted people, and maybe meet the wife of my dreams. And I think all of that is possible for you, Russ, and you deserve it, and it's gonna happen. No, no, no. This is the thing, right? It's enjoying life with people that you love. This is what I tell you guys. It all ties in, right? Because for example, if I was in Bali, but then again, I also had to learn to be happy by myself. And this is why I enjoy my solitude as much as well now, because I have to learn that hey, money doesn't buy me happiness, and I'm not happy, and I'm living this life that I thought will make me so happy. But how about if I'm happy by myself? And then I started to enjoy those moments when I'm by myself, but more. A little too much now. Where if you come with a little bit of nonsense, I'm out. So I need to reel that back in a little bit more. I want to visit South Africa, and you need to. You would do yourself a disservice if you never visit Africa, especially Cape Town. I'm being biased. You should. I understand. My point is that education is handled more like a business nowadays. Oh, that's a fact. Oh, that's a fact. Just like healthcare, which only is profitable for the companies and taking a toll on the humanity. Now, you see, that's what you're preaching, because I remember in Hong Kong, this is why I was so sad too. I was working for the school that was preaching inclusion and kindness and respect. And they literally live up to the habits of highly successful people. I don't know if you guys know that book, The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, talking about inclusion. First, understand before you want to be understood, like all those different things. And literally the hypocrisy was through the roof. And I was like, oh, so this is just advertisement. This is not actual life. Like you're taking, like you said, the humanity out of it, and it's just about profit. So we get to lie and say that this is what we stand for, when you literally the opposite of that. So I 100% agree. This is why you need educators in the education system that actually love and care for kids. Because this is why we have these emotionless humans nowadays that will just go around hurting each other without feeling any type of remorse, right? Because we have lost that sense of humanity for one another. What's your favorite hobby? I like hiking. How about you? Pizza makes me happy. What is your favorite type of pizza? How long did you live in Hong Kong? I lived in Hong Kong for 4 years. I agree, right? Am I right? Am I right? Articles, particles? You've lost it, man. People are just out to use each other nowadays. It's like women using men for money, men using women for sex. Like people using each other for money, businesses caring more about making money than they care about the people. It's a sad world right now, you know? This is why if you find solid people, hold on to them, you know? If you find solid people, you better hold on to them with 2 hands. Because finding solid people is really hard nowadays. You even find friends that are not happy for you when life gets better for you. Like, it's a weird time for everybody right now. This is why when you meet your solid people, don't abuse them. Don't think you're gonna find people like that again. Like finding genuinely kind people that actually care about you, that there's no pretense, like it's authentic. Bruh, if you come across a unicorn like that, you better hold on. And stuff. Oops. So you guys out here. Woo. Hold on, I'm trying to multitask. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Thank you for holding on. I was just putting the washing on the balcony. Come on, listen to the words. Hey, hey. Hey. Oh, let me read these comments. I'm dancing. Money can buy you happiness. It gives you choices. Exactly. Money gives you choices. It allows you to have better choices. Money is basically a difference between whether you eat a steak or just bread. You know what I'm saying? That's literally the difference. The difference between do I stay at home this weekend or do I fly out to a exotic island? But you still take yourself with you. Does that make sense? So you need to make sure that you like this because still take you with you and the people that you do life with. This is why you have to make sure that those people actually like you, for real. You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? Make sure that they love you for real. Because eventually you're gonna realize why people are with you. People are either with you because there's some benefit to being with you, or they're with you because they genuinely actually like you. It's your job to assess why they are there. You know what I mean? Ooh, we are just chilling today. I like this for us. Today's just a chilling day for us. Love this for us. So what's the time now? Ooh, we have 10 minutes before 5. I've just been chilling with y'all. Oh, let me read some of these comments. I'm sorry, guys. Right. That part. If you can't be happy alone, if you can't be happy alone, you're in bad company. You really said that the other day. Exactly. Denise, see, it's like you're reading my mind. I'm so silly. There are endless combinations. I can't pick one. Denise is like you're reading my mind. I really love traveling and being. Listen, now the thing about it is, now, here's the trick, right? So money doesn't buy you happiness, but if you love being by yourself, then you're gonna like, oh, I'm flying to Brazil this weekend. I'm gonna explore, this. Or I'm gonna go here and go hike on this volcano because you love spending time. And now money provides you the opportunity to spend time with yourself in a way that is a bit more exciting. But if you think I get to just money is not all of a sudden gonna bring you all this joy and peace and love, then I'm miserable on an island in a resort. I bombed them. Acquainting money has worked with me in lonely places exactly because I realize it's not about me. It's about the things I have. I have to keep protecting things exactly. And there are so many men and women nowadays who end up being in these relationships with people and they realize years after, oh wow, you're just here for my money. Oh wow, you're just here because I'm like some type of famous person. You're not here because you actually want to be with me. And I think that's such a sad realization for people because people put on a persona for you, right? And then one day she slips up and she says, oh, this is why I married you because they're like, oh my God. And then you have kids with this person and you realize you were used this whole time. Or the opposite too, where a man is like, this is why I settled for you. I'm like, oh God, you settled for me, so your dream girl got away, and so now I'm a replacement because you couldn't hold on to your dream girl. It's a weird place right now, all of us. You know? What of you? Are you still in Asia? Yeah, I'm in Thailand, sweetheart. Godspeed. I need to go iron my clothes. I'm out here being silly. That's deep, right? Hello? Hello? Welcome. If anyone doesn't need or want financial freedom, anyone they take problem on. Let me reiterate, let me say this, because I say this all the time. This year is a year about financial freedom. Because, honey, I want financial freedom too. What I am saying, I don't want financial freedom without it accompanying happiness. Like the two, there should be this. I don't want a bunch of money, but I'm like in the depths of despair. Keep it then. This is literally what I gave up. I gave up money in Hong Kong because I was like, yo, I'm sad as hell. Like I come home every day and I'm depressed. And you know I was gonna stay there. This is why my previous life, a couple of lives back, I was saying, I when things fall apart, we question our sanity, we question our lives, we question our choices, we question our ability sometimes. But then when you look back and you have a little sit back, you're like, wow, if that didn't happen, I would have never been bold enough to just leave. Because in my class, there was a little boy who was struggling with, some issues. And I think I was going to stay for that kid. I was going to stay for that kid. So had that not happened the way it did, I would have never left because I would have stayed for that baby, right? Because he was beginning to write in his little journal. Because we would have weekly journals where they get to write stuff, and he was saying, "I love my teacher." And this little boy was struggling with depression and sadness, and so I was going to stay for him. So had it not happened the way that it did, I would have stayed because I stay when it comes to children. This is why I think if I'm with you and we're married and we have a child together, I probably would stay with you even if we are miserable because I want my kid to have that. You know what I mean? So I always think about that. This is why I want to marry somebody with sense. Um, because I know if there's a kid involved, I will stay with you. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm happy that life pushed me basically to leave that place because I was gonna stay, and it was gonna be years of misery. So thank God that things fell apart in a way that is falling together. You know what I'm saying? Let's read. Let's read these comments. But I want financial freedom. Don't get me wrong. But I want to be happy as well. But it all starts here, of course. But also who you have around you, right? So you can have amazing friends. My friends are not going to be my man. There's only a place that a man can go. Yes, my family's not going to be my man. The kids, as much as I love them, they're not going to be that. They're not going to roll my bed at night. You know what I mean? They're not going to be the love that's going to hold me when it's cold or when I need just a support system. They're not going to be that for me. So I knew that was not going to happen for me in Hong Kong either. So it was a lot of stuff to consider. So financial freedom is definitely important, but make sure you have that happiness aspect as well. I love you for who you are, not what you have. Exactly. I hope every man from my past can say that about me. That I love them for who they were, and not for what they had. I would always push you to go for more, but if I realize you don't want to actually want more for yourself, then I'm also frustrated because I love ambition as well. Because I'm an ambitious person. I guess I'm a teacher. We don't earn a lot, but I'm still ambitious. I'm trying to get my master's so I can go further and further, right? Um, yeah, you know, the real ones get what I'm saying without me saying too much. What's up, Sarah? Like and subscribe, people. I love you for that. I love you for that. Let me put that actually. I'd rather give my money. Wait, let me go. I'd rather give my money to people than to give myself. I got myself by being alone. So you rather give your money than give yourself. Nobody's getting anything from me anymore. Because I used to also be that. You know what my problem was? At some point I was trying to buy love, especially from family. Like, oh, love me, love me. So let me give you. And I realized you're getting used fast if you have that mindset. Fast. Make sure that you give to people that are worth receiving it. Drink a beer now and I will be subscribing. Subscribe to Snapperhead. Why go to Snapperhead? There's a difference between a panhandler and a streamer. One is scrolling themselves asking people for money, and the other is touching grass while asking for money. Okay. Okay. Start loving yourself and see what happens. Once you love yourself, the amount of BS that you're willing to tolerate is very low. I can tell you the times that I didn't love myself, how men got away with just treating me in type of way. But the minute when I start loving myself, what matters in a relationship, money or love? Both. Sarah, both. Money is important too. Because love is not going to pay the bills, my baby. Love is not going to be there when you guys are going through it financially. Somebody gets sick or there's an emergency, or we need emergency accommodation, or love is not going to pay that. So money is important too, for sure. It's in a relationship, in marriage, you have different pillars, right? Financial stability, good life, communication, all those different pillars is needed in a relationship, and money is definitely a pillar. And once that pillar is not there, the house is uneven. So money is important for sure, but it should not be the thing that makes you go for a person. The amount of men that money try to impress me throughout my life, I'm like, bro, you can come to me and you can throw all your money at me, but if your character don't align, I'm like, sir, there are women out there that will literally throw themselves at you because you're giving them money. For me, your money with character, now we can talk, baby. But if you just bring your money and your character is questionable, sir, spoil somebody else. It's okay. I'll eat my bread, my dry bread in peace. Money is necessary for sure, and the more you have, the more comfortable you are. Exactly. The more money you have, the more I don't want for anybody to think for 1 second I'm saying money, because what is my goal this year? Financial freedom, right? Because I believe the more money you have, the more you can do, the better schools you can put your children in, the better options you have, the more you can say no to things that don't make any sense to you because you have the comfortability of choice, right? So money is important. What I'm saying, money should not be the only thing that you think is important. Like all those other things should accompany it. But at the end of the day, two things money cannot buy is love and true happiness. What am I saying? We here. Article, we here. Supernova was good. That's like a day one. Supernova's a day one. Do you have advice for when traveling to Asia? I want to visit the Philippines. I was in the Philippines and I went to go. It depends on what you're going for. I went for tourism. So I went to swim with the whale sharks, which I think everybody should if you can. It's such a. Is the TV too loud? Let me know. It's such an experience because you feel so small against these massive mammals, creatures. I think those are just regular fish, but you feel so massive. And whale sharks, oh my god! I remember swimming so close to a whale shark. And then I also went scuba diving, saw some turtles, and I saw a sea snake, everything. So it depends on what you're going for. But the Philippines, I probably won't do the Philippines again. It just didn't feel right to me. But I think the Philippines is pretty good. It depends on what you're going for. So be safe. Make sure that when you book a hotel, it depends on you. But I rather spend money on a hotel because I'm big on bedding being clean and towels being really fluffy and clean. So it depends on what you want to go for. Maybe we should start there. What do you want to go for, and then work our way through the answer. Every good man that makes it out have a strong woman beside them, supporting them mentally and physically and emotionally. Yeah, that's a good thing. But can we take away the word strong and say supportive? Because if you're saying the word strong, that means she needs to be strong. There's something that she needs to be strong for. So take away the word strong, because strong is no longer a compliment for us. Say supportive, right? Because that means I can be my femininity. Because strong is often associated with masculinity. And once we are masculine, you don't get the soft, supportive woman. My opinion. Love your energy. Love your energy too, bro. What's the time here, Sarah? Right now it's 5. I'm supposed to get off and iron my clothes. I don't even know what I'm gonna do this week. I need to print a bunch of stuff, but I don't have a printer. There's so much I need to get, guys. Oh, good lord. See, that's where financial stability comes in. That comfortability that we just talked about article, where you have choice, right? It's gonna all work itself out though. Hi from Turkey. What's good, Faith? Relationship definitely two-way street, two-way traffic. Gotta give what you want. That's a fact. Being yourself, exactly. What's up, Jason? It's not money for me. Yeah, so it depends. We all have different what we value, right? So money is not something that you know, it's all about what we value as individuals. You are, you know who you are. Thank you so much. Whale sharks. Whale sharks are amazing. Oh my god. So they have these big mouths. So they don't have teeth, right? Because they eat krill. So krill would be like these tiny little fish and like little shrimp and stuff. That's what they eat. So what the people do to get them to come to that place is they keep feeding them krill, and that's how they end up being there in those areas. But they are majestic and amazing, and there are a lot of people though. I think we have to understand about tourism, the reality compared to what something is completely different. This is why I think I like South Africa more, because those isolated places are actually isolated. But a lot of Asia, I find, in the touristy side, if you go there, it's very crowded. But in SA, and it's not because it's my country, maybe it's because it is my country, but it's not as congested. But you should definitely swim with whale sharks in the Philippines. Have you ever visited Africa? I am African, baby. I'm African! Yes. And share this live. I have a marketing manager in the chat, okay? He's managing this whole thing. Come on, somebody. I like the sub so I can ask more advice. Thank you. Oh, that is so sweet. And I don't mind giving all the advice you need, sweetheart. Me too here. For you, it's around 5. So it's around 6 a.m. Sarah, around 6 a.m. Why are you up so early? Are you working? Getting ready for work? Family, I'm gonna go off now. This was lovely. I think I'm gonna have to get ready for tomorrow. Ugh, my back is killing me. I need a good stretch. I think that's what it is. I need to stretch. That's the problem. I don't stretch enough. This is why I'm so tense. I'm not stressed a little bit too much. So family, this was lovely. I appreciate you all so much. I love spending time with you all. You are amazing. And my word for you for this week is that life will come at you fast. And life will try to break you. And life would, especially when you have survived a lot, life will send these moments where they try to take you out finally. But if you have a warrior spirit within you, it's going to be really hard for life to get under your skin. So what I'm saying is that life will try. It doesn't mean life is not going to try. It will try to take you out. But keep that love. Keep that sunshine. Keep that spirit up, you know. Don't lose your spark, because life will try to take the lights out of your eyes. Don't lose your spark. Do not lose your spark. Promise yourself that I deserve happiness and peace and love, and nobody is going to take the light out of my eyes. Okay? I love you all so much, and I'll see you all in the next live. Love y'all. Bye bye, friends.